Hello and welcome back to OpenTTD, Open Transport Tycoon Deluxe, the open source game based upon Transport Tycoon Deluxe. Welcome back. So, since last time, I've really gotten into a lot of different OpenTTD stuff. Like, I've been watching YouTube videos, I've been playing on different worlds. Me and my friends, Eric Monster and Dark 8, have played on a multiplayer map. Yeah, just a bunch of stuff. I've played this game a lot, but I've never been as good at the game as I am now. I keep learning new stuff every time I play. That's the awesome thing about OpenTTD. It's just hidden depth. It might seem really simple at first, but once you progress throughout the years, you get more vehicles and just a bunch of things. You can refit, you can rename, you can sort your vehicles, bunch of things, and a bunch of settings as well. I really haven't even, you know, I haven't gotten into the settings even that much. Just the basic settings that you would want. But anyway, even though I play that much, yeah, I've never reached the year 2051. So, in my I don't know, maybe 300 hours, I might be pushing it. But it's a lot of hours. A lot of hours. 200, I think. It should be 200. Yeah, 200. Let's say 200. Around 200. 300 is too much. Yes, it's a lot. So, at least for the beginning of this video, I will show you some of this stuff I have done during my time in OpenTTD. Let's go into the scenario editor. We can open up. Yeah, here you see some of the things I have done. I obviously haven't done these. These are downloaded maps. I have, though, done, for instance, this one, which is supposed to have 0 population, but you know, even when you're in the scenario editor, some of the things are simulated even though time doesn't progress. So, for instance, trees grow and spread. Like, if you have a map with no trees on it, eventually they will grow trees randomly throughout your map before you even put down any trees. And the same, at least a little bit, goes with the buildings. So, even though they are not supposed to have any population, they do. But well, yeah, that was the purpose of this map. Very difficult winter map with no city being able to grow on its own, I think. I might be wrong. Actually, I think, yeah, this level, like Grunningville, Treadinghatton, Ridge, New Shinfingford, and Fronton can grow, but all the other ones cannot. So you have to transport food to them in order for them to grow, and so it is quite a difficult map. But as you can see, you do have some alternatives in terms of some industries. Still, it's such a small map, you can't really earn a lot, and a lot of it's water as well. It's an interesting map, one that I have played on once. I guess we can check that out, how it went. So, let's go to load game. Gotta remember, I think that game is the one I've gotten the furthest on. Yeah, there we go, 2020. Yeah, this is the map. Look at this shit. So, initially, I wanted to make Grenbridge the town for, you know, ultimate growth, but they started to hate me, so yeah, I couldn't ship food to them. Let's just unpause it, why not? So I ended up, you know, the actual food building is all the way over here. And well, the most viable way of transport in this world is by road vehicles, so that's what I did. And there's a lot of road vehicles. Is this growing? No. So many that I had to do, you know, one-way streets in order to deal with the traffic. So yeah, I ended up funding Flartbridge instead with the food. And it went really well. I did make quite a lot of money. As you can see, I have quite a lot of money. But I also did speed up a lot. We are in 2020, so yeah. And what I did was to fund new buildings. It's a thing you can do to make your cities grow. And it just progressed into this large city of 8,465. But at some point they just said, nah, we don't want any more food. So I think this one, yeah, this one was the first one. And they just stopped accepting food. So I built this next one. But just a few truckloads of food later, they were like, no, we don't want any food ever. So, yeah, impossible to ship food to this city now for some reason. And of course I built buses to all of these places. And apparently I'm sending food to that place as well. But yeah, the Groninwheel don't need food, so it grew to the second largest city in the world. I believe I've shipped some food to Bunningwheel. Yeah, it was a pretty fun project, but I just I got tired of it after they stopped accepting food, and after I built this airport, after expanding all of this land to be able to put it down. Not sure how much I even earn on these. Quite a lot, it turns out. Like 20,000. So these planes can land on small airports. Not sure what this is called in English, but in Swedish it's called pendlare. Obviously this one is not a small airport, but we didn't need to have a small airport there. So yeah, that's this map. As you can see, I'm also shipping some logs and whatnot, but there's still some industries that I uh, could do something about, you know. I'm not sure. Uh, Maybe I gave up on coal. I don't know. So yeah, that's one game. One interesting game. Let's get back into the scenario editor. Let's open the next one. Of course, this is... I wanted to make Sweden, but I realized that... Well, for one, it didn't really fit the way I wanted to. And I realized that probably is a good Sweden map out there that can be bought. But this was pretty much my attempt at making one. I didn't get very far, as you can see. But yeah, that's one project. Of course, we also have this place. This is supposed to be the county, or whatever you would call it in English. It's supposed to be the county I live in, but yeah, the same thing here. Well, really, I didn't think there were any good maps out there of this place. But I also realized that you can't really do an island like this. I have to have the neighboring counties as well if I want to make a map that is realistic enough. Because I wanted mountains and I wanted the local small towns and whatnot. So you can't really do that because it's the most mountainous up over here. It would be really strange to just have it drop off into water, and also you could just it would be really strange if you could do boats along the edge of the county, because there's no water here in real life. Yeah, I pretty much gave up on that as well. And then we have some experimental things. This one I made to experiment with trains a little bit. I didn't really... it didn't really turn out like I wanted, so I didn't really play much on this map at all. But yeah, it was just for testing purposes. As you can see, it's just square. And of course we got Bereberg and Myriapolis. Bireos. Murbi. Yes. Awesome town names. Let's open the next one. I'm not sure what this is. Oh yeah, this was just something I did. I think I did this really recently. Only town in the world on a small island. Talking about impossible maps, this one is absolutely impossible. Especially since you start in 1939. There's like no way to make a living out of this. And you know, there's no chance that any big buildings will be there. It will never get big, ever. So even if you sped up time, it would not grow that much, I don't think. So it's a pretty much an impossible map to not go bankrupt on. Alright, let's see. Shall we do 2 towns project? So this is the tiny versions, tiny version of this. We have a gold mine, I guess, but no bank. So I don't know what I was thinking there. but we got Mirapolis and Biraberg again. We have a oil mine? No, I'm not sure what you call that, but either case, it produces a lot of oil, and the purpose for that is to make a lot of money so that I can grow these cities as much as I could. Not sure if I ever played this map. I don't think I did actually. Maybe a little bit, but didn't save anything. And then we got the same map, but large cities. They're up to 8,000, and you start in 1980. So that's nice. And of course, I love my airports, so I've already prepared an area where you can put your airport. Now, as far as I can tell, the cities don't get as mad if you take away their road compared to buildings. So that's the purpose of this. You blow this up and put down an airport and make lots of money. It was kind of pointless, this map, but I had fun doing these. Alright, moving on. I'm not sure. What is this even? What? Oh. Oh yeah. This is just an earlier version of this, where it had no farms. I realized I needed a farm, so I just added that part later on. But this is just the same as that other map. These two are new. We'll go to those last. But now we have the main project. Something that I've spent a lot of well, I'll try that again. It's a map that I've spent a lot of hours on. It's called the Snow Map. Of course, we got Inuvik, because why not? Yeah, this is the map I made by hand. It's totally by hand. No random generation from the beginning or anything like that. It's just by hand, all of it. A map that I really spent time on. It's an okay map. It's not a great map, honestly. It looks really cool, but it doesn't play that good. Got plenty of industries, but as you may notice, most of the cities, most of the large ones, are up in the snow, and because it's so large, you don't really have that many good places to get food from. So growing cities in this is quite difficult. What usually happens is that this one gets the largest, or South Market Town. Those places get the largest, absolute largest. And of course, this place as well is pretty flat around this. Of course, this is also partly designed in with airports in mind. Of course, Weststone, you can't really put an airport there, but I made it really flat around Nürnbergtalon. Nürnbergdelation. I'm not even sure. A lot of these town names are really strange. We got Kentborough, which is not that strange, but we got Ducktown, for instance, and a bunch of weird stuff. There's airport here, and airport here, of course, in Winter State, but that needs food as well. I thought that it didn't. Or I'm not even sure what I thought. Anyway, maybe it's... huh. I wanna look at the... Yeah, there we go. There we go. So Inuvik is the largest one, then Winter State. I can tell you for a fact that that is not how it usually turns out in the end when playing this map. And then we have Shorting Hall, which is kind of supposed to mimic a little bit, mimic Stockholm, I guess. And when making this map, I made it from here to down here. And yeah, you can see that I haven't really put that much effort into it, because you see all of these squares. I just used the largest tool to make a bunch of mountains. And of course this was before you could make really tall mountains, so yeah, that's why they are all at this same height. It's because that's the maximum, absolute maximum you can make. Alright. We got Corny. I think that noun is inspired by a city in my first map ever. We got South Market Town because it's in the south and it's a market town. Shorting Hall was just randomized, I believe. Weststone was not. Pretty sure. But Shorting Hall just reminded me of Stockholm for some reason, that name. And so I made Shorting Hall the way it is right now. Alright, so we got weird names. Gunny or Gunny is a name of a character I've made in The Sims a long time ago, but it was kind of fun to call it that. Then we have Rahalamastidsto. That's like only random, a very random name. I'm not sure if it means anything. It doesn't mean anything in Swedish. You can be sure of that. We got Port Town. We got Senile. We got Brenbox. We got Hot Springs. Inspired by our song title. We got Bunway on Snow, because they usually do on sea, and yeah, that's pretty much it. A lot of these are still just randomized, but Usralwell is not. Of course we saw Ducktown. Darnpool is randomized. Sandy Snow. I'm not sure if Settingway is randomized or not. Probably not. Slush. Guyo. This is probably not interesting at all, but I will go through it anyway. Fort Snöberg. Yeah. British sounding name. It's just that the second part after fort is replaced by a Swedish name, I guess. We got Mustard. We got Cold Town. We got Dusk Town. We got Slippery Heel. Yeah, awesome names. Icy Snow. Yep, a lot of different names. Router, Bandpool Bridge, Vridningshjul. Great name. Awesome name. Ishalka. A lot of these names are in some way or another based on ice or snow. We got Fail Falls, which has every single industry except for the forest one, because it needs to be on snow. And I believe I might be wrong on this. I'm clicking the wrong ones. Maybe not. I thought the production values were pushed up, but apparently not. Wellio, Freezed, Green Yards, Sleek, Mastered, Bergberg, Wintry Gate, Coldston, Small Town, Guntown, Waffle, let's see, Well Known, great name, Needington, Farmers, Stone, Flanagan. That might be a real name. I'm not even sure. New Sad Town. Snowy Village. Village near Usralvel. Very, very inspired. Very good name. Very fitting. Like it is near Usralvel. What do you want? Sloss House. Snow Hatton. Flinwood. Merkenral Village. Oh yes, it is there. Dresden is normal. Little Huns Village. Yellowfield. Fun Town. And now we're getting really small. Little Wading Stone. Pretty much, I'm pretty sure they are just randomized. And then we got Deserted, a town with 0 population. The way you do that is just place a town, the small one, press New Town, and then when you click it, well, not click it, you bomb, you just bomb the actual houses, and then it will have a population of 0. Finally, the best part of this is that we have Atlantis. Yep, we got Atlantis. Of course it has 0 population, but as I'm about to show you, if I can find it, you can actually make their population go up. I did experiment with that pretty recently, actually. Not sure if we can even find it. This video is getting long. I keep doing such a long... What was I saying there? I keep making very long videos of OpenTTD. I don't even mean to do that. But here's the Small Towns project where I left off in the end. It looks like I have a actual functioning system of rails, it seems like, which is surprising. But I guess it's yeah, I guess it works. Of course that makes a lot of money, so I could just grow this place. And they've gotten quite large. Mariapolis is growing much faster for whatever reason. But yeah. Okay, found it. As you can see here, pretty much the very last thing I did on this map. I played this with Bonkers, by the way, my brother, quite a long time ago, I believe. But I still have the save file, so why not? And the very last thing I did was to build Atlantis up and, you know, build a boat service to them. Of course, the place is not growing yet. I wish I had saved this, but you'll have to believe me that you can actually get buildings up. But I did play it and test it out. I waited until planes came and then just plot down a few airports and did something out of that. But with that money, I was able to fund this town to make it grow and to make more boats, mainly. But we will see if we can actually see any of that. If we make a bunch of boats, maybe. Maybe. Alright, I have decided to really just show this to you in the end. But I think that's going to be in the next episode. I don't really want to make this episode any longer, so we will just I will just build airports so I can get more money, so I can build more boats and, you know, progress. Because right now this is not doing anything with just boats. It will never do anything because it doesn't accept any it does the station doesn't accept anything, you know, not even passengers, so it will never grow. That's the thing. So yeah, I need to do something about that. But I've built an airport here, and I'll find a secondary place of which it will go. I have to remove that, and have to remove that. Yeah, that. I'll see you in the next episode. But until then, I hope you have enjoyed this episode, and thank you very much for watching.